Like I used to stammer a lot. Places which you don't want to get recognized, you get recognized.
But I can never pull it off.
I'm able to change one life out of 100. That is a lot for me.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Now I'm going to regret the rest of my life.
You get invited to number of events, and
I wasn't a content creator, I would have never met Nishant.
you earn money for sure.
Hi everyone, welcome to Digipriths channel. Today we have a very special guest with us today, Nishant. Would you just like to introduce yourself to our audience?
Sure. So hi guys, I'm Nishant Chahar. I am working at Microsoft as a software engineer, and I create content on multiple platforms: YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, and I have been doing that for around 2.5 years. So yeah, that is pretty much about me.
Great. That's exactly what we're going to talk about today, which is content creation on YouTube specifically. You would have heard from the recent Google for India event as well about how YouTube is contributing a lot for India's economy as well. So along those lines, I have a couple of questions to ask Nishant. So with that, let's get started. Alright, first question that I would like to ask Nishant is, how has YouTube changed your life?
Okay, so like I was not that confident when I was in college or I was in my first or second year, but after joining a lot of societies, I got a bit out of my comfort zone, and like I was able to speak on stage. Like I used to stammer a lot. I used to shake a lot when I was in front of a lot of people, or when I was holding a mic and talking to people. But that helped me a bit, and after I started YouTube, that confidence level increased a lot, because now I am able to speak in front of a lot of people. I'm able to present, I'm able to talk to people, and that is something which has changed a lot. Apart from that, like people start recognizing you a lot when you go anywhere. Sometimes it always feels very good. So these are some of the things which have changed from like 2.5 years after I started content creation. And yeah, more confidence is really helpful in your day-to-day life.
Absolutely.
And YouTube has helped for that, for sure.
No, I agree to that as well. Like I would also say, like when I started off my career, right, I couldn't speak to even, let's say, 2 interns that I had to network, that I would have probably hired myself. When they come back on campus, right, for actual internship, I was very scared to even speak to them, like ask them, how was your flight, how did you come, did you have food? I was very nervous. And then with over time, right, I practiced a lot, because in this job you are required to speak to a lot of people. And then YouTube was one such thing. From a very long time, from when I was a kid itself, I always wanted to have it, because I would look at all of those other YouTubers and be like, stand in front of them and be like, hi guys, welcome to my channel. So that was me. But then it took me a lot of time to get over that, because I didn't have confidence, like Nishant said. I thought I can never pull it off. But then eventually I thought, if not now, I'm going to regret the rest of my life that I never tried.
Exactly.
So I did, and with time, of course, I got confident being in front of the camera as well. You can go back and watch some of my first videos. I am probably looking somewhere else. There's a lot of background noise. So we all start somewhere.
Right.
So that's a great thing. And of course, on being recognized as well, it's a huge responsibility as well. A lot of people expect you to respond back to them, you know, that you are a social media figure, so you are viable to respond back to those kind of aspects as well. So yes. My second question is, what are some of the skills that you've learned along the way on being a content creator on YouTube?
So when I started, I had no idea about making thumbnails. Like I had very less idea about graphic designing. I was a graphic designer in my college for some society, so I had idea about basic softwares. I had some idea about Photoshop, a bit of idea about Canva. I had zero idea about video editing. Like I didn't even know which all softwares to use for video editing. And I started researching. So I remember I used to edit in the start I used to edit in KineMaster, and I had my Android phone and it was rooted. So I used to edit on that. After that, I got my laptop, and in laptop I searched for a number of softwares, and I got DaVinci Resolve. And that is a free software. There's no watermark, there's nothing, and it is a full-fledged video editing software. Along the way, I learned all these things, like how to market yourself, how to make videos, how to create your thumbnails, edit videos. And it's not just about like recording a video and editing a video. You have to make it presentable. You have to like
Story has to be there,
make people click it, watch it, and like subscribe you. So it's a whole process. And dhire dhire I started like learning about everything. I learned about SEO, how to optimize the text, how to optimize search. From search you can get views. So all those things I started learning. And the one thing I told you, public speaking, was something which I learned through the whole journey.
Yeah. Another thing that I'll add on to whatever you already said is networking, right?
Yeah,
If
yeah,
I
yeah.
wasn't a content creator, I would have never met Nishant.
Exactly.
So that's one skill that you learn as well.
I was really shy at start, but then I thought ki let it be and just reach out to people. There will be people who are ready to talk to you, who are ready to help you out or grow together, collaborate. And that's how I met a lot of content creators through along this journey.
Yeah.
And most of them are really good friends. And yeah.
That's great. My third question is, who is this YouTube content creation really for? Because not everyone can create content. Some of us we start off and then midway through we don't see that kind of progression coming through, we just drop it. So who is it really for according to you?
So if you really like making content, or if you just, there should be a passion or something related to it. Ki why are you doing this? If you don't have any goal or passion or anything, then you will stop after some time. Like if you are not getting views consistently, or if you are not getting recognized, or anything which you started YouTube for, if you are not getting that, you will stop. But if you like doing it, if you just really enjoy the process or enjoy the outcomes, anything, then you will continue creating content for sure. When I go to colleges, or when I'm just going anywhere and people meet me, they are like, yeah, I watched this video, use this resource or this thing, and I got an internship or a placement at this company. And I'm really happy to see that something I created is helping people out there. Even I'm able to change one life out of 100, that is a lot for me. So this is keeping me going. And yeah.
Absolutely. You have to be passionate about being in this space, because a lot of us will look at all of the happy green side of very, very big YouTubers making millions of crores of money, and then you're like, I want to be in that place. But for you to get to that stage, it'll take so many years, a lot of passion, never giving up. So many people will say mean things about you as well.
Yeah.
You have to get over all of that. So someone who has that grit and perseverance to get through all of that is someone who needs to take up this, and you really need to be passionate about what you're creating.
So if 90 people are talking good about you, there will be 10 people who will give you hate comments.
Yeah.
Just keep looking at the positive side, because there are people who will give you hate for sure. Whatever you do, there will be people. So don't bother about them. Just keep going.
Absolutely. So my next question is, we've covered some aspects of this, but what are the benefits of being a creator?
So one, people recognize you, get invited to number of events, and when you go to those events, you get privileges that normal people don't get, and you earn money for sure. There's no to it. You get sponsors, you get AdSense revenue, and so these are some of the benefits.
The other thing also I'd say is you're your own boss here. When you're having your own channel, running it, you're everything. You're the cameraman, editor, everything possible, production, everything. It's completely you. So you're like a one-person army. So that is something that's really great, that you're able to stand on yourself completely, and you can proudly tell anyone that this was all you.
Right. And after some time, you start learning managing skills as well.
Yes.
I have a team. I have video editors, graphic designers who help me. I have someone who writes subtitles for the videos, so it has more reach. So you learn how to manage all those people and still make them happy.
I have one last question for you. What are some of the challenges that you faced along this journey?
So the hate thing is there definitely. After a point of time, you just realize ki there's no way you can make everyone happy. If you do anything, there'll be people who will like it and there'll be people who will not like it, and you just have to live with that fact. This is something through the journey.
I'll add one more thing, which is of course coming up with ideas. That's something that's really, really challenging, because either someone's already done it, or it might sound very repetitive as well. So that's one thing. And another thing is also taking out time to do this, right? Because you also have your day job going on Monday to Friday. Weekends you would want to spend time with your family, your friends, and then you're also very passionate about being a content creator. So managing all of that aspects and still being successful is really difficult.
Time management is really difficult sometimes. Like Prithvika said, that coming up with ideas. So one of my friends who is a content creator who has hundreds of thousands of followers, he once said that whatever you have said or whatever you will say has been said already. So it's just how you present it, it's how you add your flavor to that particular content is what people like. It's not about ki you will have to come up with new ideas every time. It is not possible to make 5 videos a month and come up with new
ideas
ideas.
every
It's
single
just how you are presenting that thought and what are your opinions in that particular
Yeah.
area. So that helped me a lot. Like there are things which people have done, but it's me doing it now. So it makes it a different.
game out, like what
Yeah.
value you add to that.
Exactly.
Great. With that, we've come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for joining us today. Truly appreciate it. And big kudos to Nishant. It's not easy. It's definitely not easy coming this far, and keep being consistent as well. Kudos
Thank you
and
so much.
congratulations on
Thank
that
you.
as well. With that, thank you so much. See you again. Bye.
Bye.